I thought for some reason the way it looked.
Whip that trailer around sideways. Smack.
Sorry. I was looking at something else. I sent her a little too hard, guys. Oh,
Yep, we're here. Hey guys, we made it to the Claremont Motorsports Park or Speedway, whatever they're calling it, in Claremont, New Hampshire. Matt is back with us again today. We had a close call. He had to revive a squirrel, perform CPR, but he was able to bring the squirrel back to life, and he's able to make the journey with us. Wait a minute, so everybody thinks, is this the truth?
Yes, I had to revive a squirrel. My dog rolled over onto a squirrel that I rescued that fell out of a tree. And I thought it was dead, but I was able to bring it back to life. But there was no mouth-to-mouth contact. So.
Right, so the animal people do not need to jump on that. He saved the life. He did. This morning we traveled through snow to get here. 2 inches of rain, 2 inches of snow in some spots. The track is going to be cold. The game plan today, we scaled the car. We're running a little bit more on the cross weight. We're going to increase the stagger, try to get this thing to turn. Continue to push last week. Just going to get out there and try to get used to the track on the old tires like we typically do. And then we'll start working the new tires in either second round of practice or in the heat race. This track is a little bit tricky, so I think this is going to play into our favor, similar to Star, where we ran really good at. So it's going to be a driver's track. So I'm absolutely confident in Matt, and it's time to get the car ready to go. Get out there.
Why we're up here watching the mini cups?
All right, so we're without Mitchell today because he's out there in the mini cup driving for Josh Kirk. The mini cups are short on drivers but long on cars today. So Mitchell's out there putzing around with the go-kart motors. We joke about it, but he has fun. Car's still a little tight in the center. We had made some changes for today. We're running a little bit more cross weight. We need some more rear brake, but I don't think we have that adjustment through the corner. Like I said, tight track. He's low on RPMs, but we're going to throw some new rubber on the right side and see if he can pick up a little bit. And if we're still low on RPMs, then we'll change the gear. So we're going to make tire changes and see what else Matt wants to make and go from there.
Man himself.
So just went out for my first practice in the number 17 Granite State Mini Cup. Shout out to Josh Kirk for letting me drive it. So in the practice, the upper control arm on this side, it was loose over here, you can see. These and on the other side, same thing. They were coming, the like lock nuts were coming loose, kind of walking their way out. So as I was going on the straightaway, I could felt like something wasn't right. Felt like a tire was coming off, so I kind of just laid low in that first practice and just try to get it back in one piece and see what was up. Figured it out, so we'll see how it goes in the second one.
Hey Ben, how'd it go in the big car?
It went pretty good, dude. Motor got up the temperature. It was handling pretty good. We'll just have to see how it does later on.
Sounds good. Hey, what did you just find out? What's Mitchell driving?
He's driving one of the little kids' cars. Toddler cars, you know? Like you get from Fisher's Price, you know? One of those little things.
We had stickers on the right side, and we were a hero for 2 or 3 laps, but it pretty much stayed at that status the longer we went. So it's a little snug, which I think will be good for here, being as cold as it is. I don't even think it's out of the 40s. So
Let's see how it goes. What'd you say is happening down there, Ben?
It looks like they're towing a tow truck that's towing a car.
Second practice, it still felt like something was loose in the front end, so I didn't really feel confident with the car, but I found a nice line I feel comfortable with. It was still a little loose off, so we came in and jacked up the front, checked up the front again, and we found that there was like either a bent rim or a bubble in the right front tire, so got a new tire on there, brand new tire actually, so got some nice rubber now in the front, and also to kind of compensate for that looseness coming out, we threw a half round across into the car, so we'll see how that goes. We'll try to tighten it up a little bit.
I feel like we made the changes the driver wanted. Left rear tire gives a stagger, but it's only got a heat race left in it, so I'm hoping that doesn't loosen up the car too much. It gave us a hard time starting it, so that's got me a little concerned with the battery. We've charged it, but we'll see what happens. So he's starting outside front row, and I think we just need a top 4 to qualify to be able to start up near the front in the feature. So he's been really comfortable all day, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, just carrying through. I had to slow down a ton to get it to turn, and then coming off we were fine, but I had to, couldn't really leg it in. I could leg it in, but it was tight legging it.
So we got fourth in the heat, which is what we needed to qualify. So he should be starting inside second row in the feature, unless the pole car from the second heat didn't qualify. I haven't seen that, but I would anticipate we're going to be second row on the inside. Car tight again on him going in. This time we're making a big change. No more dilly-dallying, pussyfooting. We took around a cross weight out of it, and put a better left rear on to that'll make it 25 laps in the feature. So right now we're just maintenance, checking the nozzles, making sure everything's good. He had a small issue with the battery. He's charging that up. We'll see what that's all about. And I'm going to just double check the barrel valve, and we're going to bleed the brakes. So not a whole lot, just a lot to do for the feature.
We went out for the heat. I started 7th. Started moving up a spot or two, and then there was a big caution. Line back up 5th. I ended up finishing 5th. The car got really loose towards the end there. It really just feels like that right rear that I got on it has got no bite, so we're gonna swap the right side tires because the right front's brand new. Put the brand new right front on the right rear, give the right rear some meat, and hopefully that fixes my looseness. And we'll see how it goes in the feature.
What's your game plan?
Well, we made some changes to try and tighten the car up. We're just gonna go out there and you know, give it all I got. Try to bring the car back in one piece, and who knows, maybe even podium. We'll see.
I went from scary loose to kind of tight towards the end, but I'm just glad it kind of became scary tight when there was only like 5 to go, and I was able to just kind of keep it under control until the checker.
got some important stuff to cover. Have you named the squirrels yet?
Randy and Peter.
Randy and Peter. Oh, you want us to give you a recap of the feature? Oh, well, they cut us down to 19 laps. So, car is still front end topping. All the changes we made, we think we might have something else going on. We get one more chance to look at it, try to get it right. He ran 8th most of the race, right on the 7th place car. We just didn't give him a good enough car to get underneath him. The other guy was tight as well in the middle of the corner. Definitely a learning experience on my end. I think I'm going to add a brake proportioner for the front so we can turn the front brakes off on tracks like this for next year. And we're talking about shocks, and we may make some changes on shocks for the last race. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think we definitely would probably want to do something with the shocks. I know what we have in them now is something that I've used with Supers, and it doesn't seem to like it. So, with it being such a much lighter car, having a lot of rebound on the left front, I don't think it's allowing the left front to stay down, and it just, when the weight transfers to the right rear, it's just picking the left front off the ground, and it's just, something's not right, and it's not agreeing with us. So we gotta get the hop out of the corner, because you think it's tight coming out, but it's not. It's just the front end is just bouncing off up out of the corner. So, and I think it's hurting us all the other aspects of going in and through the middle, because we're fighting it. So I'm gonna stop with the super stuff and look at some kind of like midget manual or something. So
I sent you a midget manual.
Yeah, I never read that email, that's right.
So all right, so we got one more chance to get it done. We'll look at it. Like I said, finished 9th or 10th, somewhere around there, who knows. The leaders were behind Matt. They threw the checker, and Matt pulled off on the back straightaway. Whatever. It's not like we showed up at the race and finished in the, around 10th with our best game. So we've got a lot of room to go to get better. We know the car has more to do, so we'll keep at it and keep going for it.
Plan for the feature?
Go like hell.
Giving them hell, huh?
Yep.
As the instructions say.
NEMA number 16 went pretty good. It bobbled a little bit on the start. The engine bobbled a little bit, so we got to go through that during the week before Waterford. But that's life. But overall, I'm pretty happy. It developed a push after that first caution. I kind of wish that caution didn't come out. It was going pretty good. It started handling really well. Thought I got the hang of this track finally. So we're happy. We're getting closer. The new car this year. We feel every time we're out there, we're making improvements. So it's all good. And hopefully at Waterford we finish up with a top 5 finish or better.
So a long day here at Claremont Speedway is over. The Lite car, we top 10. Not exactly sure, 9th or 10th. Where'd you guys come in with the NEMA car?
We came about 7th or 8th, not really sure. There was a lot of lapping going on. 7th
or 8th place. So overall, great day, family day. Both cars still have some room to improve, and we'll keep working at it. We'll be back in the shop, but that's going to be it for here. I'll let you close us out.
All right, make sure to subscribe to Home Track, guys. Like, comment below, share the video. Till next time.